Было много воды внутри корабля.
There was a great deal of water in the ship's hold.
Но каюта и кладовые были сухими.
But the cabin and the storerooms were dry.
Короба с едой не были затронуты водой.
The boxes of food had not been touched by the water.
Я был очень голоден.
I was very hungry.
Но не мог терять времени.
But I had no time to lose.
Так что я наполнил карманы сухим печеньем.
So I filled my pockets with dry biscuits.
И ел их, пока ходил кругом.
And ate them as I went about.
На корабле было много вещей.
There were many things on the ship.
Они могли бы быть полезными для меня.
They might be very useful to me.
Если бы я имел их на берегу.
If I had them on shore.
Но здесь не было лодки.
But there was no boat.
И как я мог отвезти их туда?
And how could I carry them there?
Я сделаю плот.
I will make a raft.
Сказал я себе.
I said to myself.
На палубе было несколько длинных кусков бревен.
There were several long pieces of timber on the deck.
Я привязал веревку к каждому из них.
I tied a rope to each of these.
Чтобы оно не уплыло.
So that it would not float away.
Затем я скинул их.
Then I dropped them.
Одно за другим.
One by one.
За борт корабля.
Over the ship's side.
После этого я спустил мою веревку в воду.
After this I slid down my rope into the water.
И связал эти бревна.
And tied these timbers together.
Они образовали каркас.
They formed a framework.
Который был прочным.
That was strong.
И не потонул бы.
And would not sink.
Поверх каркаса я положил все доски, которые смог найти.
On top of this framework I laid all the boards I could find.
Теперь у меня был очень хороший плот.
I now had a very good raft.
Он был достаточно большой.
It was large enough.
Чтобы везти очень много вещей.
To carry a great many things.
Все время, пока я строил его,
All the time I was building it.
я планировал, как нагрузить его.
I was planning how to load it.
В каюте было 3 тяжелых ящика.
In the cabin there were 3 strong boxes.
Такие, какими пользуются моряки.
Such as sailors use.
Затем я вынес их и спустил вниз на мой плот.
Then I carried them out and let them down upon my raft.
Из всех вещей на борту
Of all the things on board,
мне больше всего будет необходима еда.
I would need food the most.
Поэтому я наполнил первый ящик.
So I filled the first chest.
С хлебом, рисом, сыром и несколькими кусками мяса.
With bread, rice, cheese, and a few pieces of meat.
Я также нашел маленький мешок зерна.
I found also a small bag of grain.
Который я бережно забрал.
Of which I took good care.
Это был ячмень.
It was barley.
Затем я начал искать одежду.
Then I began to look around for clothing.
И нашел достаточно, чтобы хватило на много дней.
And found enough to do for many a day.
Пока я собирал эти вещи вместе,
While I was getting these together,
мне посчастливилось увидеть плотницкий ящик.
I happened to see the carpenter's chest.
Он был полон инструментов.
It was full of tools.
Это была тяжелая работа доставить его на плот.
it was hard work to get it on the raft.
Я поднимал и тянул.
I lifted and pulled.
И, наконец, мне удалось доставить его туда же, где были и другие ящики.
And at last I had it alongside of the other boxes.
Каким уставшим я был.
How tired I was.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, visit LibriVox.org. Robinson Crusoe Written Anew for Children by James Baldwin. Chapter 9. I Make Me a Raft. There was a great deal of water in the ship's hold, but the cabin and the storerooms were dry. The boxes of food had not been touched by the water. I was very hungry, but I had no time to lose, so I filled my pockets with dry biscuits and ate them as I went about. There were many things on the ship. They might be very useful to me if I had them on shore, but there was no boat, and how could I carry them there? "I will make me a raft," I said to myself. There were several long pieces of timber on the deck. I tied a rope to each of these so that it would not float away. Then I dropped them one by one over the ship's side. After this, I slid down my rope into the water and tied these timbers together. They formed a framework that was strong and would not sink. On top of this framework, I laid all the boards I could find. I now had a very good raft. It was large enough to carry a great many things. All the time I was building it, I was planning how to load it. In the cabin, there were 3 strong boxes, such as sailors use. These I emptied. Then I carried them out and let them down upon my raft. Of all the things on board, I would need food the most, so I filled the first chest with bread, rice, cheese, and a few pieces of meat. I found also a small bag of grain, of which I took great care. It was barley. Then I began to look around for clothing, and found enough to do for many a day. While I was getting these things together, I happened to see the carpenter's chest. It was full of tools. It was hard work to get it on the raft. I lifted and pulled. I pulled and lifted, and at last I had it alongside of the other boxes. How tired I was!